Hey guys, Derry here from Drakewing Gaming. Some of you know me on Twitter, The Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with another Let's Play episode of Echo. So, since the last episode, we found a little bit of, Leo's search history. It's, a little creepy, because it seems a little obsessive, but it's also sweet, I guess. I mean, I can definitely sympathize with not being able to move on from something and just clinging to that moment or those moments in the past. Yeah, that part kind of hit home for me. So, anyway, okay, here we go, guys. Alright, let's get into character. Alright. Well, yeah, there's something you don't know about, but now I know about some things. I switched my tail behind me a few times, teasing him, but mostly I'm just relieved I didn't get caught. I hear him move, but before I can react, he's on me. Uh-oh! Not safe for work content possibly incoming! He grabs my arms and shoves them behind my back, then shoves me forward, falling on top of me on the bed. I grunt loudly as his weight pushes the air out of my lungs. Looks like I'm going to have to get it out of you the old-fashioned way, Otter. I struggle a little, but there's no way in hell I'm getting out from under Leo if he wants me to stay there. Hey, get off! He clutches both of my wrists in one paw while he digs the other into my side. Oh no, tickling! I gasp and writhe desperately, bouncing up and down on the bed while he pinches at my ribs. No, please, no, I don't know anything! Uh-huh, sure. Now, what were you looking at? He leans in harder on me, and I feel his hot breath on my ear, nuzzling at it, only making me laugh and squirm harder. Well, I'm sure Leo is curious about what I was doing on his computer. I'm definitely sure there's another reason why he's doing this. I can feel it against my ass as he rolls around on top of me. Before I can really think about that, he lets go of my paws and the tickling stops. I only have a second of reprieve before both his paws dig up into my armpits. Practically squealing, I writhe around, managing to get on my back now that he isn't laying on top of me. It doesn't help much as he just goes right back to my armpits. I can't take it anymore. Alright. It's I was just searching your context to see if you were hooking up with anyone. The tickling stops and I left gasping for air while Leo just looks down at me, grinning. Oh, little jealous, huh? Maybe a little. Leo looks genuinely happy about that. His paws spread out to either side of my head as he grins down at me. I take my chance and shoot my paws up his sides, digging in. He yelps and curls up and falls on top of me again. I don't relent, though, and keep wiggling my fingers around his body. Obviously, he's letting me win, but it's still fun seeing him melt into a twitching pile of giggles. He rolls to the side of me, and I get on top of him, pretending to wrestle him down like I'd done hundreds of times before. He playfully fights back, but he's grinning up at me with a dopey tongue out of the muzzle expression. On a whim, I plant my knee on his crotch. I'm not sure why, probably to let him know that I knew, or maybe it was just a way to get back at him for getting off on this. He yelps again, this time a lot more loudly, and folds up, pushing me off to the side of him. Fuck! We both lay there side by side, panting and sweating a little, my head resting on his arm. I think I won that. No way, I got you to squeal. And you cheated when you crushed my dick. Leo reaches over me to turn on a small, complicated-looking fan on his bedside table before flopping his other arm over his eyes. As I stare at the fan, I notice something else next to it and gasp loudly. Well, what? Is that a fucking gun? Oh. Yeah. It's real? Yeah, of course. I turn my head to stare at him. Why? You just leave it out here in the open? I'd never thought of Leo as a gun person. From what he told me, he hated guns. Well, my dad has a bunch, and when he left, he gave me one for protection. Wow, do you really need it? A few people in this town, well, you know. I think I know the people he's talking about. Have you had to use it or something? I mean, it's just sitting out. Leo shifts, bouncing the bed. Let's just say some people need convincing when they're trying to cause trouble. I'm about to ask more, but Leo holds up his other paw. Not now. I'm tired. I'll tell you about it later. I go quiet, but it's hard not to stare at the gun. The concept of owning one is just so foreign to me. So what's with that fan? I change the subject. Leo looks confused and over at the fan. Oh, it's a humidifier. Fan combo. I get nosebleeds a lot. Ah. I close my eyes and lay there against Leo. This is probably a bad idea. I know, but it feels good, and I'm tired, even after the discovery I made on his computer. I guess I'm just trying not to think about that right now. The fan drones softly. Leo's arm moves under my neck, and I feel his paw come up and start brushing at the tuft of fur on my head with his thumb and index. I wish you would style this again. When I had it spiked? That was stupid. I liked it. I feel myself dozing off as his fingers start brushing my forehead. I feel the coolness of his anchor brush through my fur. Sometimes I think I'm going crazy. I'm barely awake at this point, the fan blowing on my face, Leo stroking, feeling his warm body next to mine. I saw you here last week outside my window. That registers as a little weird, so I come back out of my doze a little bit. Oh? Yeah, I just looked out and saw an otter, just standing there. Huh, you think it was just another otter? Well... Leo yawns and turns his head towards me, snuffling at my ear. There's only one other guy. Remember Dale? He's fat, though. Could have just been someone that was lost, right? Maybe. I went out and didn't see anyone. Well, sometimes people see things. His arm tightens around my head as he gives it a sort of hug. Hope I'm not seeing things now. I roll my eyes, but his words remind me of something. Just like a bad dream, I'll be gone when you wake. But I swear, even if this was fake, I'll never forget your face. I sing a few lyrics from one of our old emo songs, but that's when I hear Leo snore, so I give in to my pleasant drowse and sink slowly into sleep. It's like sleep in this game causes more problems than it solves. Oh god, it's red now. I feel a presence in the room, and it's angry. Chase! I jolt awake, and I can't open my eyes. Chase! Finally, my eyes switch open, but I can't move. I can only wiggle the tips of my fingers. Just try to hide. I dare you. I flinch. The voice is right in my ear. I'm still in Leo's room, still in his bed, and I can vaguely make out his body out of the corner of my eye. The room, though, it's tinged red. I hear clicking and see the monitor switch on. I see myself bent over, tail raised, naked, looking back at the camera, my face warped. Dark holes bloom over the eyes, then all over the image like it's burning. A tarantula crawls up over the foot of the bed and starts making its way towards me. I gasp through my nose, since I can't open my mouth, my heart beating so fast I think it's shaking the bed. My fingers wiggle as I try to yank myself awake, the massive spider only moving closer as it crawls over my foot and onto my leg. The weight of the spider is real. The way it's disheveling my shirt as it crawls onto my stomach is real. This is real! No, it's not real. I've had this happen before. Started happening when I took the night shift at the grocery store next to campus. Very common, very normal. People have it happen all the time. I'll just close my eyes and wait it out. I do that, squeezing them shut as tight as I can, trying to find comfort in Leo's presence next to me, his arms still under my head. I feel the spider on my chest, its weight so much more than it should be, but it stops there, doesn't approach my face. But then I feel something else, another presence. It's coming from the right side wall, where the window is. Something's looking through it at me. I know it. I'm not opening my eyes, though. I know if I do, I'll see something that will freak me the fuck out, and the spider's bad enough. I hear tapping. Whatever it is tapping at the glass, wanting my attention. It knows I know it's there, and it wants me to see it. What the fuck? This is lasting way longer than it should be. What if I'm stuck? Am I stuck? Am I gonna be stuck in a twisted Leo's spider room dimension for the rest of my fucking life? He's mine! My eyes fly open. I already pointed towards the window, bracing myself. But it's empty. The sky's tinged red. from the sunset, and so is the room. My dreaming brain exaggerated it to look like the color of blood. The spider's gone, and the angry presence is, too. I sit up slowly and rub my face, feeling exhausted, even though I just slept. With the humidifier blowing right in my face, I can feel the tiny droplets of water that collected on my waterproof fur. It'll be impossible to fall asleep again after that, not only because of how brutal that sleep paralysis was, because I still don't feel right. While the spider and the thing in my room were gone, the other thing outside the window, I feel like it's still there. I look out the window again and see nothing, but still, I can't shake the feeling that I'm still being watched. Wednesday. God, this is getting creepy. I stare out the window as we roll down the dusty streets of Echo. Every road, every corner, every trailer, and every tree has a memory attached to it. There, in the middle of the dusty parking lot that belonged to the corner market, is a tiny stand. That used to be where I'd get ice cream after begging for $1 from my parents. It's crumpled and boarded up now, the paint peeling off in tiny chips. And there, in front of Duke's house, is a big flat rock that Jenna was standing on when she told me she was going to run away from home. I can still remember almost exactly how she was silhouetted against the red sunset behind her. And the old train yard where in the middle of summer Leo kissed me for the first time while I was sweating buckets under the noon sun. He didn't seem to care, though. I look over at Leo. He's got one hand on the wheel, glancing up at the rearview mirror occasionally to trade jabs with Flynn. I'm regretting not letting him know we're coming. You know, you'll be lucky if he even gets his ass out of bed. We'll call him then. And what if he doesn't answer? Leo doesn't say anything, instead focusing back on the road. TJ fills the silence for a while. Well, I don't think it's too weird. I just like we're hanging out again. Nothing wrong with that. Sure, but making it about Carl is just weird. Maybe if his birthday was like next week, 2 weeks tops. Oh, hush, Flynn. It'll just be like we're hanging out. You acting weird about it isn't going to help anything. The car starts slowing down and I snap out of my daydreaming to look up, knowing that we definitely weren't at Carl's house yet. That's when I see a round canine figure standing further up on the side of the road. She's standing in the dirt that separates the road and the field in front of a broken and rusted barbed wire fence. Alright guys, I'm going to pause it there. We are definitely seeing more of that freaky horror element rearing its head. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is going to be a new episode of Echo. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that little notification bell until the next video. I love you all. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!